Oh, jeez, look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum, Taz.
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover, neither. You gotta stay on him and wear him down.
But what about picking your spot? If you try to
You know, instead of showboating to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head to this match.
Come on, Taz. You're looking at a superstar who can feed off the crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it, Taz. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now. Nice reversal. Looks like the tag has been made. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves. Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just go... I've been locked in this hole before, and it hurts even worse than it looks.
I can't even imagine the amount of pain that this hole must inflict on any superstar who winds up in it. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar's like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think they're easy to hit.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickies, no matter how beaten up they get. Did they get the tag? Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars, for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they leave it in the ring.
And they do it all for the WWE fans, Taz. Without them, none of us would even be here.
These guys are put right where he wants them, and here come the fits.
And you've got to think that these are going to take their toll here in this matchup. There's nowhere to go once you're backed into that turnbuckle.
Yeah, not when your opponent's dishing out the punches like this.
Joey Mercury certainly made an impact here on Smackdown, but I wonder how successful he would be if he actually made an effort to compete by the rules.
What? He smells blood in the water, Cole. He's going straight for the submission.
And this could prove to be a decisive moment in this match.
That was a textbook reversal.
And the crowd has come alive.
Oh, man. This is just about the last hole you want to find yourself in.
I can imagine. Just look at the pressure being applied here. And there's the reversal.
These These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. The WWE match isn't just about competition. They got the tag.
And there's the counter, Cole. He slipped out of that one. These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrificed.
That was a smart tag.
Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really can't, Taz. This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Yeah, I gotta admit, they're surprising the hell out of me here, too.
And I think it's that unpredictability that makes these superstars so exciting to watch. He saw that one coming.
Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them.
The referee saw the tag.
I'll tell you what, right now, on the record, you look at a guy like Johnny Nitro, you might be looking at the future of SmackDown right in front of you.
Could you gush any more about Nitro, Taz? He's got talent, but he's also got a long way to go before he lives up to that kind of hype. It seems to me like Joey Mercury could use a serious attitude adjustment, and he might just get it here tonight.
I think that's just wishful thinking on your part. Why are you so down on Mercury anyway? What'd this guy ever do to you? Whatever happened to the part of broadcaster being objective out here?
Objective? That's pretty funny, coming from someone who could pass for Mercury's biggest fan. I know that Johnny Nitro is an...
I love it! Talking about rubbing your opponent's face in it.
Yes, but this might not be the smartest course of action. This match is far from over.
This Joey Mercury is cocky. Unlike you, Cole, where you just kind of smell like cocky.
You want to take a moment and think about what you just said there, partner?
Oh, you're a riot. You're a regular riot. Why am I not surprised that that's the first place your mind went? There's not a superstar.
Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification.
This could be 3 right here.
Why doesn't he put his money where his mouth is and continue the match?
Hey, slow down a little bit, Cole. He's just having a little fun in there. This has been a great match so far, and I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Well, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
Here are your winners, and still the WWE Tag Team Champions, Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro.
Fly away. My name is Finlay, and I love to fight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Belfast, Ireland, weighing in at 235 pounds, Finlay.
is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match, when you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you. And there's the reversal.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exact. We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, now that's not going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win. Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That's their right, Taz. They paid for their tickets. Oh, my! There's the submission hold. He's in the driver's seat now.
No doubt, Cole, if your opponent lets you lock that in, it usually means that they ain't got much left. Wow, now that one's not the rule book. But you know what they say, it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
He dodged that bullet. Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Come on, you just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover, neither. You gotta stay on him and wear him down.
But what about picking your...
He's 3 seconds away from a win!
The referee's hand was coming down for a 3 count.
Let me tell you something. Finlay, in my opinion, is one of the toughest SOBs I've ever seen in this business.
He could pin his opponent right here.
I love hearing the crowd.
Wow, they don't get much closer than that.
These superstars are on top of their game. Only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
I just don't get the Boogeyman. I mean, not for nothing. What is up with the worm eating?
I couldn't tell you, partner. But if that's the secret to his success, maybe more superstars should try that diet.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess? He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
And that means you got to either dig deep and find a way to break it, or you got to just flat out tap out.
Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I tell you what, if you got the crowd on your side or against you, it makes a huge difference, believe me.